Right. Hey, Foxy, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to yet another Thursday live stream. Today's live stream is extremely important, very, very interesting because today's mood of the market was so amazing that everyone is now having one question on their mind, and that is, when will we hit all-time high? Okay. Or people are like, okay, we know that we are going to hit all-time high. Question is, what could be acha, I'll be a little bit more systematic. In fact, I have written down few questions, and I thought that I will take these questions in a very sequential manner so that I don't leave out on some important aspect, right? So the very first question that we have to answer today is, what could be the next big resistance? Okay, because market has rallied like anything in the past few days. In fact, if I were to share my screen right away, and if I were to tell you that how much has market rallied in the last few days, you will be surprised. This is where we were on 1st of October. Okay, 1st of October to today, 20th November, we are up by 1,600 points. In the last 1 month, 20 days, we are up by 1,600 points. And if I were to take this 7th November till 20th of November, we have climbed up almost 900 plus points in 10 trading sessions. 10 trading sessions, 900 points. This is like a crazy up move. So many people are having this question in their mind, that if we have given like almost 1,000 points one-sided rally, correct now? Almost 1,000 points one-sided rally. Question is, will we face a resistance, and what could that resistance level be at? Okay, so that is the first question that we are going to address. If we are able to break through that resistance, then what could be the new all-time high? That is a next question that we have in our mind. Okay. Third question is that, just in case, after hitting the resistance, if market were to reverse, okay, if market were to reverse, then what could be that support level that we should be closely looking at? Why? Because when key supports are broken, then the trends could reverse. Okay, so we have to understand that if at the next resistance level, if we are not able to crack it, if the overall if a reversal happens, what could be the next important support? Because if that gets broken, whatever is the current trend, we will understand what is the current trend. That current trend could effectively reverse. Okay, and final question is that, 26th of September, was it, or was it some other day? It was what? Yes, 27th September 2024. At that time, market was at an all-time high, and so was my portfolio at an all-time high. Okay, my portfolio was showing whatever percentage profit. Okay, yes, Shriram is correct, has given the exact date, 27th September. Whatever percentage profit I was seeing back on 27th September 2024, is my portfolio showing the same percentage of profit? Because Nifty has gone down from 26,200, 300 level to a very low level, corrected by almost whatever 16-17%, and has come up all the way up. So Nifty is showing the same level almost again, but is the profit in my portfolio showing the same level? Yes or no? So that is one important point that we have to address. Achha, before we actually start with all these key pointers, that what could be the next resistance, what could be the next support, we will start with this, that is the profit in your portfolio higher than previous ATH? I'm just cutting it short. I'm starting the poll, so I will repeat what I intend to ask so that we get a fair enough idea, right? That whatever was the profit percentage in your account correct? When market hit all-time high, 27 September 2024, are you at a better profit, or are you at a lower profit? Is the profit in your portfolio higher than previous ATH? Yes or no? That is what I want to understand. uh, I do see some yes or no's in the comments. Don't do that. Put it in the chat so that everyone will be able to actually see, and we will get a fair enough idea that what is the overall situation of uh, people's portfolios, and then we will try and address the next set of questions. Okay, we are almost closing on to 150 votes. With that, let me end the poll, and almost 158 polls, 150, 61 votes, and I'm sure you will be able to see this on your screen right now. And the exact answer is 70% people are saying no, my portfolio is not higher than the previous ATH. 30% people are saying yes. Okay, Minakshi is saying RECPHC. I know. They, at what level were they and at what level they are right now. So what is to be done in such cases? If your portfolio is not at the same peak level as it was, what is to be done? That is exactly what we're going to discuss in today's live stream. So of course, I'm sure you all will keep watching on, but we are going to discuss that very important point towards the end of today's live stream. Okay, so first things first, let us quickly now go to our charts and understand our very first question. What is the next big resistance? Okay, we will start from absolute basics. What is the next big resistance right now? Now, everyone knows this was the previous all-time high, correct? And what, of course, I will do from here, I will just draw an alt J, and this comes to 26,277 to 80. Okay, 26. Please note down, today's live stream is extremely important. You will come to know about all the key levels you have to watch out for. So please have a paper, a pen, maybe a mobile to note down, but these levels are absolutely important. And you will get some sort of guidance on what you have to do when X things happens. Okay, whatever happens. So till we are not closing and not sustaining about 26,280, we still face a major resistance at this level, 26,280, maybe round off to 26,300. Okay, so 26,200 to 26,300, this is our big resistance based on what? Previous all time high. Okay, Acha, what happened back then? 27 September, we reached this level, there was a big correction, we tried to move up, but from here there started a fresh down move. So like, this is also important, this high will also be equally important, because from here we started a fresh down move, correct? So what I'm going to do is this high, okay, alt T, this high, then we saw this as the next swing high, correct? So I'm just going to extend this, we can see one more swing high, and I'm going to join maximum touch points. Okay, for those who have done my course on technical analysis, you would already know this, that how do we draw trend lines? We should ideally try and join maximum touch points. We should not cut through candles. Okay, that is a base thumb rule. Okay, so now if you see here that this was one of the previous key swing highs, another key swing high, another swing high, similar point, and today what happened? Now I'm zooming in. Today also market went above this but was not able to sustain above this. It gave up its gains and it has settled below this resistance line. Now for tomorrow also, this comes to 26,218-ish levels. So that is the reason why I'm telling you 26,200 to 26,300. This is the biggest choke zone. If we are able to close out, acha, now tomorrow as an example, if we open above this level 26,300, we open only above that and we are able to sustain, Monday also it gives a confirmation, oh, then don't ask, we can see a very nice rally. Okay, fast and furious rally. Now why am I saying that? So I hope everyone has written this down, you have taken this noting. What is the next key resistance? 26,200, 26,300, right? Once we are able to close above this, what is the next big target that we should look out at? Okay, Now, for those who have done my price action analysis, you will be able to understand this. This is a classic example of a VCP. And what is VCP? Volatility contraction price. Okay. So if I were to quickly, where is the drawing symbol? One second. Brush, sorry. So if we were to quickly draw this, this is like, or we call this as a complex cup and handle. Okay. This is like the cup. This is like the handle and one more smaller handle. So this is called as a complex cup and handle. Or in price action analysis, we will call this as a VCP pattern. Okay. Now, typically in such cases, what happens is that when we see such kind of patterns, and when we this is a classic textbook pattern, and when we see a breakout, then ideally whatever is this height, okay, whatever is this height, this ideally should get replicated as my target. So what will be my first target on Nifty if I were to replicate this? This comes to 26,900. Okay, even if thoda kam karenge yaar. I only got shocked. Wait. We will skip last 2-3 candles. Okay, we'll skip last 2-3 candles. Thoda. We always love to be conservative. If we are able to get more, why not? But let's keep still 26,800. Oh, if we are able to cross 26,200, 300, sustain above that, next 500 points rally is just going to come up like this. Okay, so next target 26,800. Okay, now once that is achieved, okay, now this is just for fun. Okay, this because I'm telling you, we may see this target coming very soon. Okay, but this is a short term target. Okay, so we have a short term target in front of our eyes, medium target in front of our eyes, long term target in front of our eyes. Okay, what could be the medium target? Medium target could be this height, correct? And if I were to replicate it again from this, please, I'm again repeating, this is not immediate. Okay, medium term target 27,800. Okay, and long term, I know long term target can be like whatever, 1 year, 2 year, whatever. Okay, and if I were to replicate this also, this comes to 29,400. Okay, Achha, let's not talk about all these data points right now. But as a first things first, short term target, I hope everyone has very clearly written down with you. Ideally 26,800 is something that we should be able to see. Okay, I hope this is absolutely clear to everyone. So 26,800 as our next big target, short term target. And if I were to understand the key resistance levels, immediate key resistance levels, that will be 26,200, 26,300. Okay, simple till here. Yes. Now, like I told you that, okay, 26,200, 26,300 is the immediate resistance. Okay, what could be possibility number two? Possibility number two could be we take a resistance there. Let's say some bad news comes up, whatever is the case, some bad news comes up and we see a reversal. Then which is the biggest support that we should be looking out for? Which would be like an absolute crucial support. I'm not talking about interim support and this that. Okay, absolute crucial support. Now, what could that be? Okay, so to understand what is a crucial support, we have to first understand what is the current trend, because crucial support is a level which, if broken, the trend also reverses. How? Let's understand this very important point. So, which trend are we in right now? Let's check. This was the lowest swing low, correct? In the recent past, lowest swing low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. This is where we are right now. So anyone can tell us, anyone can tell me we are in a uptrend right now. Okay. When can this trend be broken? If we break this low, which is 25,300. Okay. If we break this low, then we may say, we will say in that case that the trend has reversed, and we have to be absolutely careful then. Okay, till we go below 25,300, we need not worry. I know this is a big gap that we are talking about, 900 points. That is where we started this sharp rally. But till we are above this, there is no problem. It will be treated as a buy on dip category. It will not be a sell on rise category. I'm repeating, till we don't close below 25,300, we will be in a buy in every dip or buy on every dip category. We will not be in a sell on rise market. Okay. Is this 25,300 level reiterated by any other trend line? It is. How I will tell you. See, this was the all time high. Correct. Now, if you were to join some key swing highs, this was a key swing high. This was the second key swing high. Correct. Third swing high. Correct. Let me just extend this. Correct. If I were to extend this, what do we see? I'm going to just take this line out. Look at this key swing high. From where we started this long downward journey, we again hit a similar. So basically, I've joined the lines, right? So we saw a resistance here again. Again, we saw a resistance. Again, we saw a resistance. We saw a breakout. We saw a beautiful retest. And for those who have been doing my live streams every Thursday, this is a Thursday where we have done a live stream, and I said that there is a case that we are saying. Look at the live stream. Your homework, 6th of November 2025. It is there on YouTube also. 6th of November 2025. And I had said that we are going towards a very crucial level, which is around 25,300. And if we are able to sustain, then it will be a classic example of breakout retest. And if we are able to sustain, it could be like a bounce. And from that, we have seen a very nice bounce, right? So now what is extremely important is, of course, this is a downward sloping line, so it will not be exactly 25,300, but as we slope downwards, it will slope down towards 25,200. So crucial support level 25,200 to 25,300. Is this also absolutely clear? So I hope you are writing down all these levels. 25,200 to 25,300, these are the key support levels. Till we are above these levels, we need not worry. Ideally, market should keep on rallying. We should be able to see that markets are buying. I mean, the investors are buying the dip. Okay. Now, what was that trigger point because of which we saw a very sharp, nice rise in our market? And finally, I mean, I will tell you, it was against the expectation of a lot of people, because everyone was talking about the AI boom, or everyone was talking about the AI, rather than boom, I should say AI balloon. And there were a lot of talks that this AI bubble or AI balloon is about to burst. Uh, Nvidia, one of the key players, valuations have gone off the roof. The pricing has gone like anything, skyrocketed, and it will come down. And today, Nvidia declared its results. Okay, today or yesterday, I guess. They declared the results, and believe it or not, their results are mind-blowing. Okay. What I have done is I've just pasted the relevant screenshot of their results in a presentation so that you get to see all the key numbers. Okay. So just have a look at this. I'm going to show you the key data point for Nvidia. Okay. See, this is an AI related stock, and the whole pressure was being seen that US market may collapse, Nasdaq may see a collapse because of this AI bubble burst, and Nvidia was one of the top contender to fall. And look at the result. If you see, this is Q3 FY26 versus Q3 FY25. Okay, Q3 YOY. And if you see a revenue is up by 62%. Okay. If you see net income is up by 65%. Even operating income up by 65%. And if you see diluted earning per share, this is up by 67%. Oh. Very few people may have expected that Nvidia may come up with such big numbers. And you know what? Nvidia is like considered as a proxy for global tech demand. Okay. In fact, many of the Indian IT companies, be it Infosys, TCS, HCL Tech, LTI Mindtree, Coforge, many of them earn more than 50% of their revenue from the United States. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know the exact number for each and every company that I mentioned. I just gave you examples, but a lot of them have more than 50% of the revenue from USA. So, if Nvidia still keeps on posting strong numbers, if they keep on giving us the confidence that AI is still not like a bubble, Of course, the Indian IT space may keep on performing better. And this was one of the reasons why today we saw that the overall हम बोलते हैं जान in the market, overall mood in the market, that really came up like anything. And that was also seen by the FII numbers, who were crazily selling like anything. If you see November, right from November, I mean, take all the previous months also, they've been just madly selling. You can see here one buy was on the 7th of November. Okay. Otherwise, see, sell, 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 sell. And you see the last 4 days. Out of the last 4 days, last 3 days, FIs have bought. So something very different from how they have behaved in the overall last few months. Okay. So if you see here, 1, 2, 3, and only 4 green buy side numbers from FII. And if you are saying only 4, now look at even October, right? 1, 2. See, these are numbers, but these are extremely small numbers. Now, if you look at the DII data, so you will see that 4 green, but look at how DII has been supporting the market. DII in the month of November start till date, not a single red. So all net purchases, not a single day for net sale. Okay. If I check for October, look out for DIS, 1 day in red, all in green. Okay, October. Now let's look for September. September, 100% entire month in green, entire net buys. Okay. August. Okay, I think this should be the last one. But one red, khatam. So anyways, DIs have been buying like anything. But right now, if you check for FIs are net 12,000 negative, 12,000 crore negative right now. October was net 2,000 crore negative. So is November still worse as compared to October? But you never know. If we are able to close in green FII, still we have few trading days to go. If they decide to take this in green, it will be a big relief. This will be the first time post June that we may see a green closing from FIS. It means that FIS could, I mean, FIS in green means they bought more as compared to their sales. Correct. So this is about FII activity, which we have to keep a watch on. Even if you're talking about option chain, you can see a 26,200 is like a poised balance right now. 1 lakh on the call side, 1 lakh 2,000 on the put side. So it's like a make or break 26,200. But if, as I told you, if we are able to sustain about this level, all these people are going to be trapped and they'll be forced to buy, taking the market higher and higher. Okay. So I hope you have understood a lot of points today about why the market has been performing so well in the last few days. And I mean, as I told you, right, this rally that we saw last 1 or 2 weeks, really amazing. And of course, the heavyweight champions are doing the weightlifting. If I'm talking about Reliance Industries, this was a stock again which had not done well at all in the past, but last 1 month, starting 17th of October, 17th October to today, last 1 month, it has given more than 12.5% returns. Such returns. So Reliance Industries increasing by 12% in roughly 1 month is a big thing. And that is what I mean when all these big names uh, take the markets on a higher side. I mean, when they increase, of course they are going to do the heavyweight lifting, and they definitely help to increase the overall sentiment in the market, right? So I hope everyone is absolutely clear with what levels we have to watch out for. What could be the key resistance levels, what could be the key support levels. We have understood about the FII, we have understood about the DII, uh, we have understood about the option chain. But I am still not able to understand one thing. What could that be? In spite of me telling you the key resistance numbers, key support numbers, who is Parthum Parthumanandara? Okay, please stop spamming. I'm still talking. After I'm done with my talking, we will consider comments. uh, this is this is for everyone. Please don't spam. Whenever you want to ask a question, post it once. If I feel that yes, this is something which many people may have this, I generally take this up. Plus sometimes it so happens that there are so many people, I can't take each and everyone's question. Okay, so thanks for understanding. Okay, uh, going back, one thing that I am not able to understand, in spite of me telling you key resistance level, key support level, FII, DII, option chain, everything, still 800 people watching, 180 likes. Everyone, please smash the like button. If you have loved this data, please don't forget to smash the like button. And the final point, the point that we were saying, that 70% people are such where their portfolio is still not at the same level, still not at the same percentage gain which it was showing back in, back on 27 September 2024. What is to be done? And exactly for that, you should know what is your portfolio allocation. Okay, you should know whether the stocks in your portfolio are fundamentally strong or not. Okay, if you are convinced, okay, I know for a fact that there are some shares in my portfolio. I think Minakshi mentioned about RECPFC. These are the two stocks which were performing so well in the previous rally, have not done so well in the current rally. But when will I panic? When I know, if I feel that these stocks are the fundamentals have gone for a toss, then I may have definitely panicked, and I may have thought, "Arey, should I book loss? Nothing will happen now. Problem hai." I am still not panicking. Why? Because I know that the fundamentals for these stocks are still intact. It's the loan growth has not happened at the pace that management has expected. That is a problem. They have no problem with their GNPA number. They have no problem with their NNPA numbers. Why am I saying this? Because I know how to analyze these stocks fundamentally. So the next rally, if see, believe me, that if 26,200, 26,300 is broken, the next rally that we're going to see is, it's going to be pretty fast, is what I feel. See, some hiccups, some running corrections, they are going to happen. But the pace at which we may see the rally is going to be pretty good, is what I feel. And in that rally, whatever stocks you have, if you want to either average, or you want to pyramid, or you want to enter a fresh theme which you feel may perform better, like in the recent past, if you have noticed, I have talked about the capital markets theme for so many number of times. uh, of course, defense remains one of the favorites. So all these themes that we have talked about, travel tourism, in that we have specifically talked about hotels. um, so if you feel that yes, I need to increase a little bit of allocation, 2 3 courses which I've been telling time and again, everyone must have done this so that you get confidence while you invest. You have invested your hard earned money, so you have to know that, okay, whatever stocks I have in my portfolio are good or not. And 3 courses, if your basics are clear, I'm presuming your basics are clear. In that case, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, price action analysis. And if your fundamentals are not that, if your basics are not that right, then of course start with basics of stock market. So basics of stock market, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, price action analysis. These are 4 courses that you must do. And then only you will be able to gain more confidence in the coming rally. You will be able to analyze your stocks on the go. You will be able to find new opportunities. You will be able to tell with confidence that, okay, there are great chances that, okay, the stock is at a good level. There are chances that it may rebound from here. It may go up. So please do these 4 courses. If you have not done, this is the right time to do it. Okay, and of course, one more important point, I hope everyone knows about this, because this is the time of the year I wait for. Not a sponsored not a sponsored post, but for those who use TradingView paid version, I use TradingView paid version. They have a Black Friday sale, and once in every year they come up with this Black Friday sale where the overall discount that they offer is around is up to 70 or up to 80% is what they offer. And for Black Friday, typically they also offer 1 month extra membership. Okay, so it's extremely important for those who typically use the paid version of TradingView, that you renew your subscriptions during these Black Friday sales. I typically renew my subscription during Black Friday. Itna sasta mil raha hai, to why not, right? So I've also pasted the link. That's my affiliate link, of course. Disclaimer. So you can, anyways, if you're going to renew, might as well use my link, na? So that is my affiliate link for TradingView, and the discounts start tomorrow. So anyone who wants to go for it, for sure you can check it out. What about trend line instead of TradingView? Oh, I love TradingView, and I mean, basically I've become more comfortable with TradingView. Trend line is not bad, but trend line I mainly use more for fundamental analysis rather than technical analysis. Okay. All right. Let's now take a few questions. Part. I'll take your question first. KC management warned of solar oversupply with companies taking low margin orders to lift stock prices. Margin for players like Premier Energies may fall to 10 to 12% in 12 to 18 months. See, KC is not performing. Let me just check whether I have seen for KC only. Yes, last few days it has taken a big beating, and there are a lot of news around KC, and uh, margins may fall. See, whenever there is a lot of noise, I generally step back. I go and read more on that, and if I feel that okay, this is something really to care, I mean, something really that bothers me, then I will take uh, a decision accordingly, right? So KC is not in my portfolio, honestly, so I have not tracked that news in detail. I just know for a fact that it has come down quite a bit, but I'm not pretty much sure on exactly what have they warned for. Of course, you are mentioning that they have warned for solar oversupply, uh, with companies taking low margin orders to lift stock prices. But I mean, I personally believe that there is no solar oversupply. Arey Baba, look at what our government has kept as a target. They want to take our installed capacity to such a big level, and nowhere we are. I mean, if we were to really reach there, if we were to really reach there, then we still need a lot of this solar stuff, right? So I personally, with whatever installed, whatever numbers are there on the PIB website, whatever is the current installed capacity, whatever is the target, I personally don't feel that there is a big oversupply. Okay, of course, management, I don't want to challenge them with the basic data that I understand as an investor. I don't think that should be a very big concern point. Okay. Sunil says very informative session. Thank you so much. RIL cup and handle daily time frame. The only thing for RIL's cup and handle pattern, if you are saying, is that I will, of course, I cannot share the chart. But anyone who is thinking of a cup and handle pattern, is just that it's too long. Okay, typically cup and handle can't be for more than a year or so. It has to be of a shorter time frame. Okay. Um, Through Michael says, ma'am, can we expect India USA trade deal? Oh God, Trump and his mood swings. I've kept that for option. Your views on current PSU bank rally sustainable? Ideally, yes, it should. Defense sector views, big thumbs up on defense. GRM overseas coming out of channel, good for a complete U-turn. Is GRM overseas? Actually, is that a company? I've never tracked. GRM. Also, it's a company listed. L. अच्छा यू टर्न म्हणजे असं होय. Oh, very interesting. I don't know what does this company do. GRM Overseas. Everyone, you can check out GRM Overseas chart. And I'm not going to tell you, U-turn is not the right word, Chirag. Very good observation though. I want everyone to check GRM overseas chart and tell me which chart pattern is this. I want everyone to tell me which chart pattern is this. You can go on a weekly time frame, you can go on a monthly time frame, whatever. It's very, very clearly visible. Textbook pattern. People, answer. You don't have two devices today. Flag and pole. Wait. For daily. Aniruddha says rounding bottom. You can check. Okay, fair enough. All right. So instead of you should not say U-turn. Okay, rounding bottom is the correct terminology for that. Okay. Uh, Pandu Rock says rounding bottom. Gayatri says rounding bottom. Kya baat hai? You just ask people on our chat. Rounding bottom. Kya baat hai? Very nice. Okay, key PSU banks doing extremely well. Absolutely, they are doing well. Railway stocks can be average them 30% down, holding Ircon, IRB, Infra. If you feel whichever stocks are fundamentally strong, you can see if you see some reversal, you should consider averaging because as I see, I'm not talking only about railway stocks. Any fundamentally strong stock, if you see that there is a reversal, you can see that okay, there is a time they have not performed well, they are consolidating, there is a breakout, definitely you may consider averaging such stocks. Oh, Fed rate cut ideally should happen, and its effect on gold charts. See, I personally believe with Fed rate cuts, it will have a better impact on equity rather than gold. Okay, of course, gold will have its own impact, but I personally, as an investor, link Fed rate cuts with equity markets primarily. If that happens, it can have a good positive impact on our market. Okay. Do we need to consider RSI in a weekly time frame before we buy any stock? If it is, I mean, you can consider it as one of the parameters. If it is like crazy at 90-ish levels, then avoid buying such stocks. If it's about 60, if it's in the 65 zone, then that's a good thumbs up. Or you may also say IPO base formation, but IPO base formation happens comparatively quickly. Okay, rounding bottom is a better description. Acha, okay. Chirag says views on Crompton currently at major support, giving healthy dividends consistently. I will not give any views on Crompton, but let us check if it is at a major support or not. Everyone has to check. I'm not going to answer. If Crompton, he's saying Crompton at major support right now. Not very clearly though, not exactly at support per se, but I mean, if anyone else can answer this, I am not going to. I mean, I can't, unfortunately. Ah, the entire market is rallying except IDFC First Bank, Bajaj Housing Finance, Geo Finance. What could be the reason though? Bajaj Housing Finance. Oh no, it's not like only these three stocks are not rallying. Maybe these three stocks are in your portfolio. That is why you are having that pain. But overall, I mean, there are so many more stocks which are not really in that participation rally. Is the rally over for auto stocks? Ooh, let me check Nifty Auto. Of course, I can show you the chart for index levels. Let me go on a weekly chart, Altar. Let me share my screen also. This is the CNX auto chart, and I won't say that the rally has gone. In fact, it's at a very key level. If you can see, this was the previous all-time high. It touched this, came down, and it is at a make or break level right now. So, in fact, it'll be really interesting to watch out this space. Okay, I will definitely not say that the rally has gone. Acha, RSI is at 80. Yes, I've been reading about this, that if Japan increases their interest rates, it can have an effect over the entire world. Reading a lot of news articles over that these days. Okay, ma'am, can you please talk about portfolio concentration? There is a stock which I believe is very strong fundamentally, but worries on concentration. If you're not able to sleep well, you have a very high concentration. Reduce the concentration in that stock. For example, I also have one or two stocks which are pretty much concentrated in my portfolio, but I can still sleep extremely well. Okay, so that depends. For me, let us say it could be, I'm giving you an example. Okay, for me it could be like 10% in as a single stock in my portfolio. Example, not real. Okay, but for some people it could be like, oh my god, 5% even one stock, I can't sleep well. 3% in one single stock in my portfolio, I can't sleep well. So anything which is bothering your sleep, please reduce the concentration. Okay, IRCTC ready to bounce back? I have not tracked IRCTC. Others, you have to tell me. का वाटलं बाळा तुला असं? No comments. Okay. Any other quick question? Gold and silver rally finished. Interesting question. See, always remember that whenever equity starts performing well, people tend to ignore gold and silver comparatively. So, like I told you, right? I feel that if this 26, 200, 300 is taken out, next 500, 600 points rally can happen in no time. And very few people are going to talk about gold and silver. Majority focus will remain on equity. Okay. So, overall, gold and silver definitely still should be a part of your portfolio, but people will shift their focus from silver, gold to equity, is what I believe. Okay. IRFC also not doing. See, right now, railway stocks are not performing well right now. So, see, I'll just give you an example, right? Now we have our budget on the 1st of February. If Nirmala madam says that we are going to have a big allocation on railway, and you know what will happen with railway stocks, right? It is extremely important that we know what stocks we have in our portfolio. We understand their fundamentals. If railway stocks, whatever railway stocks are there in your portfolio, and if you believe that they are not fundamentally bad, it's just that the overall sentiment in railway stocks is not high right now. It needs a sentimental push. It needs good set of numbers to be reported. Uh, that is when we can see some rally again. Maybe that's when we can see railways running at better speed. So it's important to understand what is the overall sentiment also. And next sentiment booster, February can be a big sentiment booster, right? Let's see. Uh, okay. Yes, Chirag. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh, Siddharth is saying holding Birlanu since 4 years, but haven't seen good numbers lately. Should I exit it and invest somewhere better? Achha, I always believe that maybe just one bad quarter, you should not sell off right away. If you have 3, 4 back-to-back bad quarters, then in such cases, yes, you can consider selling off and putting it up in a better stock. Okay. So just remember, one bad quarter does not qualify for selling off your stocks. Can war affect the market? Yes, war can affect the market, but these are temporary pullbacks, temporary jerks. So hopefully we don't end up in a big war, but let's say there is some action from our side, uh, and let's say the market pulls back. Now we know, I've already told you the level that we have to watch out for. Correct? What is that? 25,200. Till that is intact, I know it's almost 1,000 points down from the current level, but till we are honoring that level, it's just a pullback, nothing else, nothing to worry per se. Okay. All right. It is almost 9:45, and I think I was able to answer all your key questions. Biggest resistance, we did talk about that. Biggest support, we did talk about that. I mentioned that what could be the next big target for our market. We did talk about if the trend reverses, what is the next key level that we have to watch out for. Even if your portfolio is not doing well, you should do a good fundamental analysis of the stocks in your portfolio. For that, I told you 3, 4 courses: basics of stock market, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, price action analysis. These courses you have to do. I also told you that if you are having trading view subscription, and if you are using a paid subscription, then it can be a good time to renew your subscription tomorrow, day after, and on Sunday they are running a Black Friday sale. So we can definitely consider that. I still see 1 or 2 questions on IPO. Physics wala IQ. This surprised everyone, including me. It's coming at a very high valuation. They got listing gains over 30%. Not subscribed very nicely still. I know. It came up as a surprise, uh, and even I don't know the reason why it saw such an happy for the promoters, but it came as a surprise for sure. Yes. As per your advice, bought Airtel at 600 levels. I'm in good profit. Kya baat hai? I'm happy that you bought at 600 levels, but I never advised. See, I always keep on sharing my study on different stocks which I feel are fundamentally strong. If you also feel that yes, they are fundamentally strong, then you buy. So happy with your overall profit also. Okay. Okay. Vampire roaring. Last question. Q power pattern. Q power pattern. Cup having reverse handle. New these my kid says new level unlocked. What is a new pattern unlocked? Okay, Q power. Let me see. I've never tracked this stock, huh, by the way. Q power. I don't see any cup and reverse handle, Baba. There is no such chart pattern like that. Huh? Okay. All right. Oh, grow shares. Hmm. When shares goes in auction, what happens? Oh, that's covered in my basics of stock market. Such a basic thing. When shares go in auction, what happens? Yes. क्या बात है? Siddharth says he has bought Airtel at 475. For those who have been our pro investor members since 2020, Airtel was a stock of the month in 2020. And for those who still don't know what is pro investor membership, of course, these are not recommendations, but I discuss fundamentally strong stocks from different sectors, because many people don't understand or get confused uh, as to how we have to analyze a stock from a specific sector. And I mean, 2020 levels, though, it's so difficult to get them back. Like Airtel, 500, 600 levels. So it's, I mean, it has gone up like anything since then, right? And it's still going pretty much super strong. Again, see, of course, not a recommendation anywhere, but all these are fundamentally strong stocks. Uh, Airtel is one of those who moves quietly, will not make a big roar or anything like that, but it'll be like a slow and steady wins the race category, right? So, I mean, if you have been following me, of course, you know that Airtel has been one of my favorites since a long time, right? All right. Anyways, it's 9:48. I think everyone learned a lot from today's live stream. And still, just in case if you have forgotten to smash the like button, because even right now the likes are not above 50%, uh, as compared to the number of viewers who are watching the live stream. So still, if you have not um, smashed the like button, please do that. SIF video I've already done. Please check. That means you have not subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon. Do that. Hit the bell icon. Whenever I come up with any video, you should be able to get a notification. Okay. So already done a video on SIF. Please check that. And I hope you found a lot of value in today's live stream. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.